CM Punk is reportedly returning this coming Monday on Raw. Welcome to a Latte's Vision episode number 23. Let's talk about news for the week. CM Punk has been out since Raw after WrestleMania. So 3 months basically, and he also said he wasn't going anywhere and then left for 3 months. So, that's cool, but there's been so many reports about CM Punk's return. There's been reports that he's not expected to be gone for a while, and then he was still gone, and then expected him to come back soon. People are saying that there's conflict with CM Punk in the WWE. People are saying it's really bad. People are saying it's not so bad. He's been rumored to return to SmackDown. He's been rumored to return to Raw. He might have returned in June. He didn't. There's just been so many conflicting reports about CM Punk's return. But it looks like we might finally have a concrete answer, and CM Punk this coming Monday, Raw is in Chicago, perfect place for CM Punk to return. And the most recent report from Elite Rockers says, additionally, there is no backstage heat between Punk and the company. So, I don't know what to believe anymore, but I do really hope that he is returning this Monday because he is needed for SummerSlam. Kendall Gray is your new women's NXT champion as of the Great American Bash 2026. Congratulations to Kendall Gray. She absolutely deserves it. She is the future of... My mic keeps cutting out and it's infuriating me. She is the future of women's wrestling and wrestling in general. She's going to be a cornerstone of WWE and is honestly already main roster ready, but people are bringing up tweets from her from when she was a teenager for her saying the slur for gay people. And oh my god, I did not know how soft the internet was. She was 13, I believe, at the time of the tweets. It is just so stupid that, every single kid who was a teenager on the internet has said something that they regret that they shouldn't have said. And again, just to be clear, I'm not saying that Kendall Gray, it's okay that she said that, but she was a teenager. It's possible she didn't even know what the word meant. I didn't even know what the N-word was until 5th grade. And just because somebody said something bad 10 years ago does not mean that's still what they believe in. I don't know why people are so mad and trying to defame Kendall Gray's character just because they're mad she won the title. It is ridiculous. Let's talk about the SummerSlam match card and just how absolutely insane it is with just 3 matches confirmed. We're gonna get another 11 matches, and this might already be the PLE of the year. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, one of the most anticipated matches in WWE history. There is 12 plus years of history between these two. It is just going to be absolutely insane. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Hell in a Cell. And I think the fact that it's Hell in a Cell kind of prevents us from having a 5-minute match like we did at WrestleMania, or a slightly longer match like at Clash in Italy, because I don't think they're going to haul a Cell all the way to Minneapolis just to have a 5-minute match. So I cannot wait for this. I want blood. I want weapons. I want everything. I want them to bust the cell wall down. I want complete destruction in this match. It is going to be insane, especially if it's for the title and if it's Brock Lesnar's final match. And then Liv versus Io Sky. Yes, it's a rematch. I think Stephanie Vaquero might still get added to it. So, either way, this match is going to be really good, even if it is a sequel. And SummerSlam is expected to have around 13 to 14 matches, which is great. That would leave each night with it would leave each night with about 7 matches, which is how PLEs should be. There should be 7 matches, or at least 6. Kind of like how Night of Champions was, which that 6-match Night of Champions card was directly a request from ESPN, which is about the only good thing that has happened with this ESPN and WWE partnership. And I hope they do this for every premium live event, because they are so much better with 6 matches, with 7 matches, than they are with 5. There has been significant internal discussion regarding an in-ring program between Gunther and Nick Aldis. Apparently, Nick Aldis returning to the ring has been discussed for over a year, including a proposed program with Solo Sikoa. I don't see that happening anymore, especially since it seems like Solo is becoming a babyface. But honestly, I feel like Gunther versus Nick Aldis could be a really solid match. I've never seen Nick Aldis wrestle before, but I feel like the storytelling could be really good, and I'm sure Nick Aldis can go. Hopefully Michael Hayes doesn't say that Nick Aldis should win for the quote-unquote shock factor. Sami Zayn's undisputed WWE Championship win was apparently a huge surprise to everyone backstage, and the reason I want to talk about this is because it goes to show how WWE can keep things a surprise if they really want to. I just feel like they never choose to. And it really frustrates me when there is a major title change planned and it is spoiled days or weeks in advance. Yes, it is harder nowadays to keep everything a secret. You're not going to be able to keep everything a secret. But if they really want to keep something a secret, they can do it. Literally, like a day or two before WrestleMania, it was literally confirmed that Paige signed with the WWE. Nobody needs to know that. Nobody. The only people that need to know that is Triple H, Paige, Lyra, or not Lyra, I'm thinking of Becky Lynch last year. Triple H, Paige herself, and the other women in the match. Those are the only people that need to know. And the people that hit the entrance music. That's literally it. I really wish WWE would do a better job of keeping things a secret, because we know they can. Big Bill, aka Big Cass, AEW contract is set to expire within the next week, and he is expected to return to WWE along with Enzo Amore. I never seen Big Bill or Enzo Amore wrestle, so I don't really know too much about them. I'm not going to speak too much on them. I would be interested to see what they can do. However, I don't trust that they're actually going to be booked well, because WWE just doesn't really care about tag team wrestling anymore. At least seemingly. Next thing we had to talk about, Zilla Fatu is expected to sign with the WWE. This has been rumored for like a year or two. Hopefully this is him actually officially signing. I would love to see him get involved for SummerSlam. Zilla Fatu is a monster. I cannot wait to see him in the WWE, and I would love to see him tag with Jacob Fatu again. Next, we have some controversy between Piper Niven and Jade Cargill. First, before I read this, I am going to show you the clip that Piper Niven is referring to here. I'm going to show you it frame by frame. You know what? No, we're going to talk about what she said, and then we're going to do some analyzing. She said, 5 out of 10, a bit sloppy. You didn't transfer your weight onto your chest, so you never really had her, and that's why she slipped out and you got that double bump effect. And sure, I just had a stroke, and her head reverberated on the mat, but you looked great, and who cares who you hurt, so long as you're alright, right, mate? Basically calling Jade an unsafe worker, saying that she made Tiffy's head reverberate on the mat, and said there was a double bounce effect. So let's do some analyzing here. We are going to go frame by frame for the thing that she is talking about. Alright, so Jade's got her in the black hole slam. A double bounce is when one person lands, and then as the mat is coming up, the other person comes down. And as you can see here, they are literally landing at the exact same time, in the exact same frame. So I don't know what in the world she is talking about. Never had a hold of her. I guess she didn't have a hold of her right here. And then Tiffy's head apparently reverberated on the mat. Let's see. Don't see any head reverberation. I don't think her head ever even touched the mat. If her head bounced off the mat, it would be very quick. It would be for one frame. Her head does go back, but I don't know if you know this. When you take a bump, your head goes back. That does not mean that your head hit the mat, though, and Tiffy is just fine. If Jade was truly reckless, she wouldn't be in the WWE. People would not want to have matches with her. And then she had the cockiness and audacity to say, you know what warms my heart? After all we've been through, Jade Cargill is still paying homage to me and keeping my moves alive in the ring. You're a real one, sis. Once I relearn how to use my right arm again, I will show you how to transfer their weight so you get the pin next time. I don't know what is wrong with her. I don't know if this neck injury messed up her brain, but I don't know why she's wasting her time spewing out lies and paying homage to you using your moves. You didn't invent the black hole slam, idiot. It's not your move. You took the move from Abyss. He made the move, not you. What are you talking about? And she says, once I learn how to use my right arm again, your arms seem to be working just fine because you can go on Twitter and bitch about how unsafe Jade Cargill is in the ring. There have been internal discussions within WWE regarding Tatum Paxley's move to the main roster, and this goes along with a report we saw earlier in 2026 saying that there was going to be another sweep of talents taken from NXT this summer. I figured that Tatum Paxley would get called up after her finishing her feud with Zarya, but now it seems like she's feuding with Nikki Blackheart. Maybe she'll lose to Nikki Blackheart and then get called up. I'm not sure. But, I mean, she is at the tippity top of the list when it comes to people who are ready for the main roster in NXT. Her character, perfect. In-ring work, perfect. Like, everything about her screams main roster ready to be a main eventer, a megastar. She's done everything there is to do in NXT, the Women's North American Championship, the NXT Women's Championship. She's done it all. I can't wait for Tatum Paxley to get called up. Hopefully she gets called up soon. And lastly, I want to talk a bit about Obafemi not using his title shot, at least as of right now, seemingly not using his title shot at SummerSlam. They advertised so much. The King of the Ring winner gets a world title shot at SummerSlam. They get it at SummerSlam. And then they don't have the title shot happen at SummerSlam. Again, this could change. Brock could win the title. He could, and the Hell in a Cell match could be for the title. But as of right now, as of the recording of this video, July 2nd, he is just getting the title shot at a different time. But if they knew they were going to do this, have someone else win King of the Ring. King of the Ring just seemingly didn't matter. Everybody was invested in it for it to not even be paid off when they said it was going to be paid off. And now, next year at SummerSlam, we are going to have a hard time believing that it's actually going to happen. The title match is actually going to happen at SummerSlam because apparently you can just delay it and choose not to do it at SummerSlam. So now that becomes a problem for next year. But I'm still very happy that we are getting Brock versus Oba in Hell in a Cell, so I will not complain too much. I can't preview SmackDown without getting any spoilers, so I just burped. No SmackDown preview today. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of A Latte's Vision. Like and subscribe if you want, and